Good evening and happy Tuesday as we welcome you into the Trojan Arena for a Tuesday night Ohio Valley Conference matchup between the Ironton Fighting Tigers and the Portsmouth Trojans. Along with John Bruce, my name is Dewey Daly as we welcome you into tonight's coverage. John, two teams that have had pretty tough schedules up to this point in the season. Portsmouth has been playing a little better, and you kind of think Ironton is a little better than that 5-4 record may portray when you just look at record alone. So should be another good installment to this OVC rivalry here tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned Portsmouth playing better. I mean, beating a pretty good Chillicothe team record, ignoring the record on them as well. But you beat a pretty good Chillicothe team down at Shawnee State on Saturday, and for me, that got me excited for this game because I know how well Connie Thomas has been playing. Malachi Loper, 1,000-point scorer. You know this is a team that didn't have a whole lot of time with each other to kind of figure things out. Even after football, they got started a little bit late, not only because of the Week 12 in football, but also their coaching search went into the fall. So they're kind of coming together seemingly at the right time. 6-7 right now, so record doesn't look great, but it's mostly underclassmen besides Loper. And you see this is a team that seems like they're coming together at the right time. For Ironton, obviously a pretty long run in football as you win 16 games and win win 15 of your 16 games, win a state championship, win in Week 16. That's the most important thing, win a state championship in football. So they only had a couple weeks before they played Minford in the Ironton Classic. And the crazy part is they hung around in that game. They have a 1,000-point scorer of their own in Braden Schreck. Bryce Markins, one of the top shooters in the Southeast District. Ashton Lane, a really talented sophomore. And you've got a really nice group for Coach Barnes over at Ironton. For Coach Smith and Portsmouth, it seems like things are coming along at the right time. Not only, we mentioned maybe you don't have the most that you could have got out of summer, but you also add a Connie Thomas that comes from Portsmouth Notre Dame, so you may not even have had enough time to really mix things in where you bring in a point guard who's been playing very well, and it seems like their chemistry is starting to come along here at the right time.
Yeah, John, it's two OVC teams that are obviously teetering around the 500 mark up to this point in the season. You mentioned Portsmouth 6-7 coming off of that big win over Chillicothe at Shawnee State this past Saturday. For Ironton, 5-4. Coming off of their second loss this season to an out-of-conference opponent and out-of-state opponent in Spring Valley. That one also last Saturday. And, John, if you look at Ironton's 4 losses on the season, we already mentioned the 2 to Spring Valley, also losses to Minford and Fairland. The record of those those 3 teams, 29-2.
Yeah, it's not the easiest schedule, but this is what Ironton does. No matter what sport it is, it's kind of anyone, anytime, anywhere. And that's what they expect. Now, maybe you don't schedule it so early because you expect that football run to do what they did this year. So you don't have those games scheduled until mid to late December. Well, still got to play them. And that's what they've done so far this year. As you mentioned, 4 of those losses to just some really talented teams that have gotten off to outstanding starts. And you're also in a spot in Ohio which it's not the easiest to schedule in. So you got to play some of those teams from over the river where you've got a Spring Valley who is an undefeated team. So sometimes those teams are going to be stronger than others. And, you just kind of never know. It started off, you get 4 losses in that way, but it's going to make your team better. And that's why I'm expecting to see this Ironton team be near the top of the district when it's all said and done, when we get to kind of the convo time.
And, John, for Portsmouth, 6 different teams accounting for their 7 losses. They did lose to Chesapeake twice, as the OVC is a little bit further into their league schedule than some of the other conferences in the coverage area. A combined record of 51-17 between those 6 teams. And with the losses to South Point and Wheelersburg, the Pirates and Pointers accounting for 12 of those 17 losses. So a pretty tough schedule both in and outside of the conference for the Trojans as well.
Yeah, it's a really tough schedule, and they do a lot of that, because of how proud they are of their of their history, as you see the banners all over the gym here displaying the state championships, the regional championships. They've got a really good chance to add another state championship banner. They just added one this year for the girls team for the state Final Four last year. I'd be shocked if they're not adding at least numbers to that after the weekend they just had up at the Classic of the Country. And, they are a very proud program, so they're going to go out and challenge themselves. It helps to have some kids from around Portsmouth come in. Loper coming from Clay last year. You have Connie Thomas from Notre Dame this year. I know there's a couple more in there as well. So this is a team, new coach. I see at least one new assistant down here in Coach Copley that is an outstanding assistant coach. And ultimately, that's just going to make you better down the road. So you've got what I think looks to be a pretty good coaching staff down there, along with some players that are starting to come together, and I think this could be a really fun matchup tonight.
Trojans and Fighting Tigers, Tuesday night OVC matchup coming up next here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
We welcome you back to the Trojan Arena here in Portsmouth. The Ironton Fighting Tigers have come to town once again, a Tuesday night Ohio Valley Conference matchup. The Ironton Fighting Tigers and the Portsmouth Trojans.
First, with the visiting Tigers from Ironton High School.
Portsmouth coming into tonight 6-7, 3-3 in league play for Ironton, 5-4 and 4-1. So we'll go ahead and go over the starters for both teams here tonight. For the Fighting Tigers under head coach Chris Barnes, it'll be sophomore number 0, Ashton Lane, senior number 10, Bryce Markins, senior number 11, Judah Barnes, senior number 14, Markel Cotton, and senior number 22, Braden Schreck.
It's always nice to have that kind of senior leadership coming back, especially when you've made that long tournament run or playoff run in football.
So a couple of former Titans in the backcourt for the Trojans with junior number 2, Connie Thomas, and junior number 10, Daquan Woods, along with Malachi Loper in his second season in Portsmouth. Senior wearing number 11 for the Trojans. The other two in the starting lineup for first-year head coach Aaron Smith. Number 22, a junior Caleb Johnson, and number 32, a senior Jaden Brewer.
Yeah, we said it a couple times. It should be a fun matchup. We have a pretty experienced officiating crew as well. We've said it before. It's nice to know what you're going to get. And when you see these officials, you know what you're going to get. It should be a pretty physical game, but they're going to keep control as well.
Opening tip goes with the Fighting Tigers. We're underway from the Trojan Arena. Ironton looking to get back into the win column.
Little 2-3 look. And if Portsmouth's running this, you got to make sure you locate number 10, Bryce Markins. 31 made threes on the season in only 9 games.
Tigers moving the ball around inside lane, off the glass for 2.
Yeah, good ball movement, using a little high-low action there between Schreck and Lane. Lane does a nice job getting inside for the layup.
Connie Thomas now penetrates, backdoor pass to Woods, out of bounds. Ironton going to take over.
Yeah, Thomas looked like he was trying to get some penetration there, ultimately gets stopped. Had a good idea to feed Woods, just they could not connect. First turnover of the game.
So a score and a stop to begin the night for the Fighting Tigers. Short corner, Ashton Lane penetrating, kicks it out. Left side 3, Braden Schreck can't connect from downtown. Rebound near side with Connie Thomas.
Yeah, Schreck can shoot the 3 a little bit, but he's more of a mid-range guy. Good stop there for Portsmouth.
Malachi Loper now, the former Clay Panther. 10.7 points per game last year as a junior in his first year at the Trojan Arena. Here's Connie Thomas, thought about the 3, steps into the mid-range. Nice bounce pass to Caleb Johnson, who finishes off the glass.
Yeah, with what Connie Thomas has done scoring-wise, he's going to get some extra attention. He does a great job keeping his head up, finding Caleb Thomas for the tie.
On the other end, Ironton can't answer. Rebound, Caleb Johnson Woods. Pass ahead to Loper, intercepted. Nice play in transition from Markel Cotton. Barnes underneath, feeds it out to Cotton, left elbow now with Schreck. Top of the key three on the way, won't go for Bryce Markins. And an offensive rebound for Ashton Lane, a held basketball possession with Portsmouth.
Portsmouth with a couple turnovers so far, a little too loose with the ball in transition. See if this press coming up from Ironton speeds them up a little bit more as well.
Brewer double teamed in the backcourt.
That's a miss. It should stay Ironton ball. I think it's going to get overturned here. Or it should stay Portsmouth ball. Yeah, good work by the officials coming together. Just initially it looked like it was going to be Ironton ball, but I think it went off of Bryce Markins' head at the last moment.
So full court pressure from the Fighting Tigers. Johnson to Woods into the half court. Here's Loper, left side three, won't go. And a defensive rebound from Markel Cotton. In transition, here's Schreck, hop step underneath, poked out of bounds by Daquan Woods.
Yeah, good job getting that shot in transition from Loper, and then good hands inside for Loper to make it to where that was not going to be a layup for Schreck.
Schreck kicks it out. Here's Markins, can't connect from downtown. Another rebound for Thomas.
Yeah, Markins, a 43% three-point shooter. Got two good looks so far, 0 for 2 though.
Thomas down the lane, right-handed scoop shot won't go. Rebound Schreck. Barnes steps into a left side three, off the front iron, won't go. An offensive rebound for the Tigers with Markel Cotton. Put back won't go for the 6'2 senior. Daquan Woods opposite of the screen, driving baseline, reverse layup is good for the junior.
Yeah, pretty job there by Daquan Woods. Looked like he might have went a little bit too far, used some good English to get it off the glass and in. First lead change of the game. Portsmouth up 4-2.
Schreck looking inside, Ashton Lane up for the layup, blocked by Woods. Offensive rebound to Lane, feeds it over to Schreck. Banks it off the glass with the right arm.
Yeah, good work there by Lane to just stick with that after getting blocked. As we said, it's going to be pretty physical play on the inside tonight.
And a foul on the floor. It'll be Bryce Markins. First foul for either team here tonight.
Yeah, about halfway through the first here. As we said, you're going to see some physical play in towards the basket, but if you get two hands out on the perimeter, it's going to get called.
Thomas bounces it into Jaden Brewer. Off the hands of the senior, and out of bounds.
Third turnover already for the Trojans.
So Judah Barnes going to walk it across the timeline after the turnover for Ironton. Markins double team far sideline. Back to Barnes now. Left side, Markel Cotton can't connect from downtown, but an offensive rebound for Cotton near side. Underneath, Schreck, bounce pass to Lane, through contact, finishes.
Good work on the interior there. Cotton does a good job following his shot, and then good find inside for Schreck.
Short corner, Daquan Woods, pass back inside to Johnson, taken away by Bryce Markins. Schreck now feed to Cotton underneath. Ashton Lane again, wide open on the baseline, banks it in.
Yeah, you can't let him get going, because once he does, it gets going in a hurry for the sophomore. We saw it down against North Adams last year at the Convo. he could really carry a team for an extended period of time, can Ashton Lane.
4-point lead now for the Fighting Tigers. Thomas on Lane. Thomas kicks it out to Woods. Pass is taken away by Markins. On the break, Bryce Markins with the opposite hand rolls it in.
5 turnovers, and we got a 6-point lead already.
Trojans quickly the other way. Woods a bounce pass to Johnson. He's got 4 points tonight.
Trojans 3 for 4 from the field.
Left side, Markins misses from downtown once again. He's now 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. Schreck fading away, puts it in from the free throw line.
As I was saying, the Trojans are 3 of 4 from the field. Correction, 3 of 5, but 5 turnovers, and that is why they have a 6-point deficit at this point.
Loper double team near side into the corner, Jaden Brewer. Bounce pass underneath to Caleb Johnson, deflected out of bounds by Markel Cotton. Staying on this end with Portsmouth as Tyler Roach and Maddox Markel checking in for the first time tonight.
And number 20, Maddox Markel.
So Trojan basketball underneath, it'll be Connie Thomas. Loper drives inside, kicks it out. Brewer for 3, puts it in. Jaden Brewer, the first triple tonight for Portsmouth.
Good drive and kick, got his feet set, and the senior buries the triple.
Left side, Tyler Roach connects from downtown.
Recently stepped onto the court for the first time tonight. 6.8 points a game, 8th triple of the year.
Malachi Loper now thought about the 3 on the other side. Skip pass taken away. Another steal for Markins. Lob ahead to Roach with the left hand. Rolls it in.
3 steals already for Bryce Markins. 5 quick points for Tyler Roach.
Of course, Tyler Roach, a big part in that state title for Ironton in the fall. The second leading receiver for the Fighting Tigers is Ashton Lane with the steal on the run out. Bryce Markins lays it in.
Yeah, Portsmouth's got to figure out something in a hurry. 7 turnovers already. Nearly out of hand already, only in the first.
Daquan Woods, bounce pass once again, wide open along the baseline is Caleb Johnson. He's got 6.
Yeah, Johnson 3 for 3, all layups so far. Good find from Daquan Woods, his second assist.
Schreck underneath, and a travel prior to the shots of the Trojans with a much-needed defensive stop. The 5'9" junior Carson Freeman will check in for the senior Bryce Markins. So the Trojans able to get it back under 10, along with a defensive stop with 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. .20 to shoot now for Portsmouth. Here's Thomas, long range 3. Connie Thomas can't connect. An offensive rebound for Daquan Woods. Woods up and under, spinning, can't get it to go. And a rebound for Freeman, 6 to shoot for Ironton. Inside, Braden Schreck up for the layup, puts it in.
It's a great find by Roach.
Loper throws it up at the buzzer, can't get it to go, and a 21-11 lead for the Fighting Tigers after 1. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
We welcome you back to the Trojan Arena for tonight's Ohio Valley Conference League matchup. Ironton leading Portsmouth after one, 21-11.
Yeah, just too many turnovers in that first quarter for Portsmouth, 7 turnovers. That's why we got a 10-point deficit right now, as they only forced 2 for Ironton.
Left side, Tyler Roach, another 3, connects from downtown.
It's a 4th assist for Braden Schreck. 8 quick points for Tyler Roach.
Going the other way, Malachi Loper can't answer. Max Markell the rebound for Ironton. Hop step inside and deflected out of bounds by the Trojans. Staying on this end with Ironton. Lane puts it on the floor and draws the foul.
And one thing that Portsmouth wants to make sure, like part of the reason why they're in their zone, is they don't have a ton of depth right now. They had 3 guys. Yeah, send a couple guys to the bench real quick just to make sure. Instead of giving technicals, you just take care of it really quick. Let the coaches talk to the players. But for Portsmouth, they only had 11 guys on the roster. 3 of them were in street clothes on the baseline, so assumingly unavailable. So you don't have a whole lot of depth to your bench right now if you're Portsmouth.
So Olin Shea McKinley checking in for Portsmouth. Braylon Sturgill for Ironton, right side 3. Ashton Lane can't connect. Rebound, Daquan Woods. Woods in transition, thought about the 3 instead, takes it inside, out to McKinley. Thomas on the drive inside through contact, can't finish. Tough defense from Braden Schreck, who brings down the defensive board. Markell feet underneath, Ashton Lane up with the right hand, won't go, tip back, misses as well, rebound McKinley.
Good work there by McKinley, not going to try to block the shot, just waiting for that.
Malachi Loper yet to get on the board here tonight. Now Daquan Woods lost the handle, turns it over.
Yeah, you mentioned Loper not able to get on the board. Connie Thomas hasn't got on the board. So your big scorers right now for Portsmouth are slowed down a bit. And one of the big things that Ironton can do is they can just keep running athletes at you. They've gone pretty deep into their bench already. And that's a big advantage right now that they have over Portsmouth.
Braden Schreck going to work in the high post, kicks it out. Carson Freeman misses badly from downtown. Portsmouth will take over with 5:30 to go in the first half.
They've played at least 9 so far, have the Fighting Tigers, as opposed to the 6 that we've seen from Portsmouth.
In the corner, Connie Thomas pushed out of bounds. And a defensive foul, looks like it'll be on Tyler Roach.
Yeah, Roach, who's come off the bench strong, 8 points already, 2 for 2 from 3, but being pretty physical overall so far.
So the second foul of the quarter for the Fighting Tigers. Baseline out of bounds play now for the Trojans. Daquan Woods wants to dance. Finger roll layup won't go, but an offensive rebound for Caleb Johnson. Stick back is good.
Yeah, really good work there from Caleb Johnson after a really nice drive and move from Daquan Woods. But Johnson finishes off 8 points now.
Braylon Sturgill going the other way. Fouled on the way up.
I believe this will be his first trip to the line on the season. First foul on Connie Thomas. First free throws we're going to see on the evening.
Ashton Lane and Bryce Markins return for the Fighting Tigers. Sturgill now to make it a 13-point game. Comes up short, but a long offensive rebound for Bryce Markins.
Good work there by Tyler Roach to keep that alive.
Schrack penetrates, pounce pass underneath. Ashton Lane rejected. Here's Woods, right-handed runner, going the other way, banks it in.
An outstanding individual play there by Daquan Woods. Gets the steal, or gets the block, gets the rebound, and then goes down and hits the floater to get his team back within 10. They needed a play like that, did Portsmouth. You got to get a spark on the defensive end to spark your offense sometimes. Big play by the junior Daquan Woods.
So a 30-second timeout for the Trojans, their first tonight. They now trail by 10 here in the first half.
Yeah, and after not using a timeout in that first quarter when things started to get a little loose, we'll see what the change is going to be here. Wouldn't surprise me. They've gone a little more man here in this quarter. We'll see if they switch back to the zone or a different zone, because when they're in that 2-3, they're doing Ironton. They, in this situation, were doing a really good job of moving the defense around and finding Ashton Lane on that backside, and that's why he got those 6 points in that first quarter.
So the senior Sturgill walks it across the timeline for Ironton. High post feed, Braden Schreck spinning inside, up with the right hand, drops it in.
Yeah, good work there by Schreck. It looked like he was going to do a little of the old school hook, but goes away from it.
Loper now fires from downtown and connects.
Good look ahead. We get a bury from from deep for Malachi Loper, his first three of the night.
Schreck now moving the ball down the lane, and a foul on the floor. Be Daquan Woods picking up the foul for Portsmouth.
Yeah, one thing not great so far, Connie Thomas just stepped out into the hallway with the trainer. So hopefully that'll be a short trip for him.
Landon Malone onto the floor for the first time tonight for Portsmouth. Markel Cotton and Juna Barnes return for Ironton. Schreck hop step inside, pass to the corner with Barnes, unable to corral the pass as Ironton turns it over.
Jaden Brewer, I think, took a lot of contact there. Still, they get the turnover anyway.
Full timeout for the Fighting Tigers. We'll take a break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
First time out tonight for head coach Chris Barnes. Comes with 3:44 to go in the second quarter. His Fighting Tigers leading Portsmouth 27-18.
Yeah, I like the timing of that timeout as well. Just had a pretty loose possession.
Brewer, a skip pass. Woods thought about the three. Now Jaden Brewer to Woods, long range three, can't connect from downtown. Offensive rebound for Brewer, feet inside. Caleb Johnson can't get it to go, off the glass, deflected out of bounds, last touched by Jaden Brewer.
Good effort there from Jaden Brewer. I think Caleb Johnson didn't realize how much time he really had, or else he likely moves to 5 for 5 on the night.
So 5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Here's Braden Schreck through contact, banks it in.
10 points for Schreck. He's knocked down his last 5 shots after starting off 0 for 2.
Jaden Brewer sets and fires. Three ball was deflected by Schreck. Offensive rebound underneath by Johnson. Landon Malone back to Johnson. Pumps once. Up for the second time. Banks it home.
Yeah, good work inside there from Caleb Johnson. To keep that play alive, then a good find from Landon Malone.
Roach spinning inside. Basketball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Daquan Woods. Schreck kicks it out. Barnes for three, won't go. But an offensive rebound for Braden Schreck. Schreck going to work on the move, counted in the foul.
He's just got such a mature game for a high school senior that he sees what they're giving him defensively. It looks like at times he's going to use that hook. He doesn't. And then does a nice job just driving across the lane, drawing the contact, and then finishing pretty nicely to get to the line.
Schreck able to convert the three-point play, lead up to 12 for Ironton.
13 now for Schreck.
Woods hop step inside, lost the basketball, thrown back into play with Loper. 15-footer Malachi Loper misses. And a rebound for Judah Barnes. Cotton up the near sideline, bounce pass underneath, off the backboard, won't go for Tyler Roach. Ball last touched by Portsmouth, going to stay on this end with Ironton.
I couldn't tell you how that thing did not go in. That was a great look. Used some good English off the glass there. Did Roach. Somehow falls off the rim.
Barnes into Roach with the right hand, drops it in.
10 now for Roach.
14-point lead now for Ironton. Right-handed runner Malachi Loper answers back.
Yeah, we still don't have Connie Thomas back on the floor, nor is he even on the bench right now for Portsmouth, which could be a big issue if he's not able to come back in the second half. I'm guessing he's done for the first half.
Schreck pulls up just beyond the free throw line and puts it down.
Yeah, there's that mid-range game where he can look like he's driving but pull it up and knock it down. 15 now for Braden Schreck.
Less than a minute to go here in the second quarter. Right side, Landon Malone can't connect from three. Rebound, Tyler Roach. Schreck kicks it out to Judah Barnes. Now Tyler Roach, top of the key. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Tyler Roach misses from the left wing. On the drive, Braden Schreck once again banks it home.
Good work there by Judah Barnes to keep that alive and hit it in the cutting. Schreck, who avoids contact and lays it in. 17 for the senior.
20 to shoot now for Portsmouth as they trail by 16. Eight to shoot now for the Trojans. As Loper draws the foul around the volleyball line, it'll be Judah Barnes. Third of the quarter for Ironton.
It's a good foul. You still have one to give.
So Landon Malone set to inbound near side, running out of time. Landon Malone lobs it into Caleb Johnson. 3 to shoot for the Trojans. Here's Jaden Brewer, throws it up at the horn and misses.
And really, that's why you give the foul. With about 5.5 seconds left, Judah Barnes gives the foul, and ultimately it makes it to where Portsmouth can't get a good look there, because Malachi Loper more than likely is going to at least get a decent look if you don't foul him off that dribble. And that's why we have this 16-point lead at the half.
Ironton with a dominant first half, leading 38-22, 2 quarters in. We'll take a break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
We welcome you back to the Trojan Arena here in Portsmouth, Ohio, where we will most definitely be adding a copyright infringement on this live stream, just due to the music that's obviously rightfully played over the PA system here once again at the Trojan Arena. In terms of what's been taking place on the floor, a 38-22 lead for Ironton over Portsmouth at the break.
Yeah, it's been all Braden Schreck, 17 points, 8 of 10 shooting, 3 rebounds, but 4 assists as well for the senior. He's done a really good job of finding teammates in the first quarter. It was finding Ashton Lane inside against the zone. Second quarter, they went a little more man, and he goes 5 of 5 from the field, and then also finished off a 3-point play. So Shrek 17 points, as I mentioned. He's been all over the floor. He's been really good so far. Tyler Roach coming off the bench, the senior. Not a lot of seniors can come off the bench and just kind of immediately make an impact. Tyler Roach is one of them. 10 points, 4 for 6 shooting. Had a couple of rebounds as well. He hit his first 3 shots of the game and really gave Ironton a little bit of a spark as things got a little tight when he came in about 5 minutes into that first quarter, and since then it's been all Ironton so far. Ashton Lane with 6 points, 3 rebounds for them, 4 points for Bryce Markins to go 3 steals, and then that's all scoring wise for Ironton. But they've gotten 1 point out of Braylon Sturgill. Gotten good minutes out of Sturgill, Carson Freeman. Judah Barnes has played really well for them. Kind of running the show for them overall. Markel Cotton, Maddox Markle as well. So Ironton has gone 4 deep on their bench, and they've done a really good job of making Portsmouth guard a lot of different players. For Portsmouth, ultimately, Connie Thomas, it's not really been a factor, but he hasn't played a whole lot. He's had some, I would say, probably lower leg issues, as he looked like he was getting taped up about halfway through the second quarter and never came back into the game, which we saw a game last year where a player, it looked like there was nothing that happened and then ultimately was done for the season. So let's hope that it's just a short-term injury for Connie Thomas, because he kind of makes this team go. He didn't score in that first half. They were led by Caleb Johnson. 5 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds inside. He had 10. And really played really well on the interior for them. Malachi Loper with 5 points, 4 points for Daquan Woods to go along with 2 assists, 2 blocks, 2 rebounds, and then 3 points for Jaden Brewer. Alenshe McKinley and Landon Malone also gave some quality minutes for the Trojans. But it's a big mountain to climb. You're down 16 points. Your best player has been out. If he's able to bounce back and play any here in the second half, we might be able to see a little bit of a difference for them. And really, this is our first time seeing both teams. But for Portsmouth, coming off a big win over a Chillicothe team, I'm guessing if they get some shots falling, so they get a little bit more momentum going their way, because right now it's been pretty flat, really, outside of Daquan Woods and what Caleb Johnson's been able to do inside. So it's a 16-point lead here for Ironton. You mentioned in the pregame, Dewey, about how quality of a schedule that Ironton has played, and that's led to a lot of these losses. And ultimately, I think you can see it stepping out right now, because they're playing quality opponents, and they seem like they've been prepared for whatever that Portsmouth's thrown at them. It was that 2-3 zone in the first. In the second, it was a little more man. They threw a couple of different zones at them, couple of different presses as well for Ironton. They've done a good job of being active. They forced 7 turnovers in that first quarter, only 1 in the second quarter. But ultimately, because they've been able to rebound, they've been able to run the floor, they've knocked down some shots from deep, and you're able to go a little deeper in your bench, I think that's why we're seeing the difference that we've seen so far in this first half. It hasn't just been, obviously Braden Schreck's been outstanding, but, it's having a variety of different guys that could score. You have Tyler Roach come off the bench and scores 10 points. You have Ashton Lane with 6 as well. Bryce Markins, who came into the game shooting 43% from three-point range, is 0 for 3 from 3 right now. So if he gets going, that just makes this team even more dangerous. And ultimately, I think that's what you want to see if you're Coach Barnes. A lot of seniors on this Ironton team, and I think that's made the difference so far in this one.
And John Connie Thomas, out of the break, back onto the floor, warming up for the second half, so we'll see if he's going to give it a go or not. Would obviously be a big offensive and defensive boost for the Trojans as they trail by 16. You mentioned that while healthy was unable to really get going in that first half, but we obviously saw a lot of what he could do in his career at Notre Dame and what he's been able to do here in Portsmouth in the early portions of this season. So hopefully for the Trojans and head coach Aaron Smith, Connie Thomas able to go here in the third quarter?
Yeah, he does a lot of just winning plays for your team. He can score in a variety of ways, and the more he's on the court, the better your team's going to be. He had a couple rebounds, a couple of assists in that first half. So he's done a good job of finding guys. Only got 2 shot attempts, but I think that kind of says more about the Ironton defense than anything for Thomas. So excited to see this third quarter here to see how Portsmouth comes out of the gates, as it looks like Thomas is going to start the quarter.
So the Trojans look like they're going to begin the second half the same way they started the first. So as of now, Connie Thomas going to at least give it a go to begin the third quarter. For Ironton, it looks like they're going to be starting with their opening starters as well. The third quarter just moments away here at the Trojan Arena.
Yeah, for the Trojans, they got to get off to a quick start here. You have to do what you can to cut into this lead. You get it under 10, going into the fourth, you feel like you got a chance. Anything worse than that or more substantial, it's going to feel like you're just going completely uphill.
So the second half going to begin with the Trojans on the offensive side. Daquan Woods into the half court. Here's Loper left side. Loper cut off by Lane. Back out beyond the arc now for Portsmouth. Loper lobs it inside. Here's Caleb Johnson up with the right hand. Too strong off the glass. Rebound Ashton Lane. Now the first trip on the offensive side here in the second half for Ironton. Cotton on the drive, floats it up with the right hand and in.
First basket for Markel Cotton. Dynamic cut and score there for the senior.
Daquan Woods now on the other end, can't connect from downtown. A long rebound corralled by Brewer. Malachi Loper from downtown puts it in.
That's a really big play by Jaden Brewer to keep that play alive. A quick shot, but ultimately he skies for the rebound and then kicks it out. Loper knocks down the triple. 8 points now for the senior.
Through contact, Shrek can't finish. Ashton Lane deflects it out of bounds. Nice defensive stop after the triple by Loper for Portsmouth.
Well, and even there, that's Jaden Brewer sliding over. He draws some contact, no call, and forces the miss. So good work by Jaden Brewer here to start this third quarter.
Loper puts it on the floor, penetrates inside. Nice bounce pass underneath. Caleb Johnson can't get it to go off the window. Another rebound for Lane. Markel Cotton hop step, passes it off. Ashton Lane, finger roll layup won't go, but a late foul.
Oh, this is going to be a really tough foul on Malachi Loper. That is a, I think it's right, because he didn't give him room to land. But that's a really tough call to take. But that's ultimately why you try to take the charge. There's no call. You just got to get moving. You got to get up a little bit quicker.
Seemed like it may have been one of those if the shot fell.
Yeah.
Maybe wouldn't have had a whistle. Nonetheless, Ashton Lane unable to knock down the first.
I'm also not sure where his landing spot has to do with. Like, I feel like that could have been a foul on the floor.
So Lane misses both of the pair, but a strong offensive rebound for Markel Cotton. Out to Markins once again, can't connect from three. And the ball deflected out of bounds by, I believe, Caleb Johnson was who got a finger on it.
A really good effort by Markel Cotton. That's the second time they've missed the second free throw and gotten the offensive rebound. So something Portsmouth's got to work on there is just being better off of misses on the free throw line.
Markins penetrates, kicks it out. Cotton connects from downtown.
Yeah, Cotton scoreless in the first half. He's got the first 5 here in the third quarter for the Fighting Tigers, up by 18 again.
So an evenly played second half thus far. Short corner, Malachi Loper underneath. Kicks it out for Connie Thomas. No deflection for Ironton, so a half-court violation on the Trojans. Another costly turnover for Portsmouth. And Portsmouth, obviously turnovers a big problem for them in the first half.
Yeah, it's just they came at bad times in that first quarter, and even though they didn't really carry over into the second, they've happened at bad times.
Entry pass with Schreck, 15-footer, comes up short off the front iron, but another offensive rebound for Markel Cotton. Schreck now kicks it out. Cotton another 3 off the mark. Underneath, another offensive rebound for Ironton, this time Ashton Lane, who's fouled on the stick back. This time Daquan Woods whistled in for the shooting foul.
Yeah, and Jaden Brewer took a shot to the head, which I think was, it might have been friendly fire from his own teammate. Kind of knocked him out of the play. Makes it a little easier for Lane to pull down that rebound.
The first shot falls for Ashton Lane.
Yeah, 73% foul shooter on the season. Missed his first 2. Eight points now for Ashton Lane.
Daquan Woods heavily pressured, and it looks like we're going to have a foul on the floor with Braden Schreck.
First now on Schreck on the night.
Daquan Woods going to work. Right-handed runner from the free throw line is good for the junior.
I like what we've seen out of Daquan Woods so far. He's had at least one nice dribble drive in each quarter so far. That one ends up with a little nice pull-up in the mid-range. Good work by the junior.
Cotton bounce pass into the corner with Lane. Now on the drive, Cotton lost the basketball, poked away by Johnson. Loose ball corralled by Connie Thomas, who's fouled in transition for Portsmouth. So it'll be the second foul of the quarter for the Fighting Tigers with the sophomore Ashton Lane.
His first as well.
Is Tyler Roach back onto the floor for Ironton and for Bryce Markins.
Yeah, as I mentioned coming out of the half, you want to try to get this thing under 10. For Portsmouth, they haven't played particularly well to start the second half, but you're only down 18, so you can still cut into this and at least give yourself a chance here late.
Connie Thomas underneath, kicks it out. Brewer for 3, deflected by Lane, but an offensive rebound for Thomas, who's called for the carry shortly thereafter.
Yeah, great close out there by Ashton Lane to get the block. And those are plays that make a difference in the game. He could have just let his guy take the shot, but a good quality closeout, gets the deflection, ends up leading to a turnover.
So Malachi Loper back in, Connie Thomas to the bench for Portsmouth. (45-27) Ironton. Markel Cotton on the drive, can't get it to go off the glass, but a long rebound for Lane. Feet inside, Schreck through contact, can't finish, but a foul for Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, it's a good quality foul too, so good hard foul. Just don't let him get the shot up. Schreck now with 18.
So Schreck splits the pair. Rebound Woods off the miss. Thomas quickly back in for the Trojans. Daquan Woods step back three. Can't connect from downtown underneath. A loose ball foul. It'll most likely be on Ashton Lane.
His second. Good work there by Caleb Johnson. Keep that play alive.
Of course, in the fall, John, Caleb Johnson, one of the top DBs in the coverage area, making his presence known underneath here on the hardwood.
Yeah, that's just, he makes winning plays wherever he's at. So it could be football, it could be basketball here.
Wide open, Jaden Brewer off the baseline, out of bounds play. Easy layup off the glass for the senior.
Yeah, when you design a baseline out of bounds play, you dream that that situation is going to happen where the two guys go with the non-option.
Pass from Cotton. Intercepted by Woods. Woods now looking to go all the way. Nice find over to Caleb Johnson, who banks it in.
Yeah, a little more energy coming out of Portsmouth. And that's going to result in the timeout.
Full timeout for the Fighting Tigers, their second full timeout tonight. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
We welcome you back into the Trojan Arena. As Portsmouth slowly chipping away at this Fighting Tiger lead that has been as high as 18 here in the second half.
Yeah, and a lot of it's been because of Daquan Woods.
Braden Schreck inside, feed to Lane. Loose ball, Lane lost the basketball. Loose ball corralled by Jaden Brewer. Malachi Loper, right-handed runner, won't go off the glass. Roach the rebound for Ironton.
Yeah, big missed opportunity there. Good work there by Tyler Roach.
Schreck now the other way, and it'll be Daquan Woods.
But
with the Trojan foul.
I mentioned Daquan Woods, but at the same time, then immediately Jaden Brewer goes after a loose ball. Jaden Brewer's been really good tonight. Only 5 points, but he's created a lot of havoc defensively and on the glass. Really like what I've seen out of the senior.
Landon Malone back in for Coach Smith. Braden Schreck, long two, drops it in.
Yeah, good play design there, 20 now for Braden Schreck as he knocks down about an 18-footer.
Loper a feed, low post, Caleb Johnson backing down. Markel underneath. Schreck now crosses over, lost the basketball. Loose ball corralled by Roach. Right side three, Cotton misses from downtown. Another offensive rebound with Roach. Tipped away by Woods, on the run out, Woods lays it up and in. Lead back down to 15 for Ironton.
Yeah, a little careless. 4 turnovers now for Ironton. Lead is still at 15, so it hasn't really hurt them, but 4 turnovers here in this third quarter. Giving Portsmouth a little bit of life here.
Schreck, another deep mid-range jumper. Same spot, same result for the senior.
It's like a pop-a shot at that area of the floor. 18 feet out, he's going to bury it all the time.
Jaden Brewer, as the trailer can't connect on the straight-on three on the run-out. Here's Ashton Lane going the other way. Easy layup off the glass.
Yeah, it's gone from 15 to 19 in a hurry. Portsmouth's got to tighten some things up here.
Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Loper off the screen. Now Daquan Woods into the short corner. Woods a skip pass intercepted by Brewer, who misses off the glass. Rebound Cotton. On the drive, Braden Schreck banks it in on the move. Largest lead of the night for Ironton at 21.
And 24 for Schreck.
7 to shoot now for the Fighting Tigers. Schreck crosses over. Feed to Markel underneath, off the glass. Cotton banks it in. And a 23-point lead for the Fighting Tigers. After 3, we'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
So,
Mark, 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
We welcome you back here to the Trojan Arena. Tuesday night OVC matchup with the Portsmouth Trojans and Ironton Fighting Tigers, who lead by 23 with 8 minutes to go in regulation.
Yeah, I started to say a little bit of a thought before we went to timeout because I forgot how this thing works. Portsmouth scoring 11 in all 3 quarters, but Ironton has scored substantially more in each one, and that's why we are at this 23-point advantage.
Loper thought about the long 3, instead pulls it down. Loper feed to Johnson, rolling to the basket. Ball last touched by Tyler Roach, going to stay on this end with Portsmouth.
Good hands in there by Roach and Cotton, just getting their hand, being super active hand-wise. Last quarter ended on an 8-0 run and just under a minute play. Very impressed with what we've seen from Ironton tonight.
Woods on the drive and a foul on the floor. Be Maddox Markel.
Maddox Markel, his first, team first.
And Connie Thomas looks like his night could be done, as he's headed back to the locker room. Daquan Woods, pump fake, up for the 3 ball, goes in and out. Rebound underneath for Caleb Johnson, put back, won't go. Third effort, no good as well. Defensive board for Braden Schreck.
Yeah, really good effort, just can't get anything to fall right now if you're the Trojans.
Roach's pass intercepted underneath by Malachi Loper.
If there's one thing for Ironton, it's the span of turnovers here in the second half.
Short corner, Landon Malone, back out to the Loper left side. Low post, Caleb Johnson. Loper now, step back 3, puts it in. Malachi Loper from the left corner.
It's his 3rd triple of the game. 1 in each of the last 3 quarters. He's got 11 points. 1 behind Caleb Johnson for the team lead.
Loper, a 1,000-point scorer between his time at Clay and Portsmouth.
And you can see why with how he can shoot the ball. He had to do a little bit more at Clay, but he's really solid overall player.
Offensive rebound underneath, blocked by Johnson. As Fernando Poach is checking in for the Trojans for the first time tonight. As Bryce Markins returns for Ironton.
Yeah, it looks like Daquan Woods is going to hobble off too. So hopefully Woods and Thomas are both going to be okay. As you mentioned, Thomas going to the locker room. Didn't have his usual night. Hopefully he can, get recouped and back in a hurry. And then same for Daquan Woods. I liked what we've seen out of him tonight.
Left corner three, Bryce Markins misses from downtown, but a long rebound for Maddox Markell.
Markell giving him good minutes off the bench. 4 rebounds, 3 of them on the offensive glass.
Offensive rebounds have been key tonight for the Fighting Tigers. Tyler Roach misses from the left wing. Rebound poaches. Pass ahead, Loper up with the right hand, banks it in. He's got 13.
Team high 13 now.
Roach inside through contact, banks it in, along with the foul.
Yeah, just really good ball movement there by the Tigers. And then a nice finish through the contact. The contact to the head especially makes that a little bit tougher there. Good work by Tyler Roach. 12 points now off the bench to go with 5 rebounds.
Olin Shea McKinley going to check in for the first time in the second half. And for Caleb Johnson, who has, by all means, had a great night underneath for the Trojans.
Yeah, 12 points, 8 rebounds for Caleb Johnson. Scoring wasn't as easy in the second half, but he's really competed well.
So Roach converts the three-point play. He'll sub out, averaging 6.8 per contest, 15 tonight for the senior. Off the bench.
Yeah, that's what you want out of your high scorer off the bench. Just come in and just play his game. He had an outstanding contest night. May see him again, but if not, really impressed with what Tyler Roach was able to bring for Ironton.
McKinley pulls up from 15, too strong off the back iron. Long rebound, Loper misses from downtown. Ball last touched by Ironton. So potentially a deflection on the shot of Loper. Loper going to work, steps back, long mid-range jumper, comes up short off the front iron. Another rebound for Braden Schreck. Schreck going all the way, too strong off the glass. An offensive rebound for Carson Freeman as he lost the handle and lost the basketball out of bounds.
But really good defensive effort on Loper on the other end by Carson Freeman, and he almost keeps that play alive. One of the only juniors in the lineup. Sure, Coach Barnes likes that effort.
Poaches pass deflected, taken away on the run out. Braden Schreck, easy off the glass for the deuce.
26 now for Schreck.
Olin Shea McKinley running down the floor, tips it up with the right hand and out of bounds. So a turnover in transition for the Trojans.
13 turnovers for the Trojans.
Sturgill and Lane return for Ironton. So Sturgill, Barnes, Freeman, Markins, and Lane on the floor for the Fighting Tigers. Loper, Brewer, McKinley, Poaches, and Malone for Portsmouth. Markins on the drive, lost the basketball. Turnover for Ironton. Halfway through the fourth quarter.
I would think Ironton would drop back at some point, but still bring that pressure, up 23.
Bullet pass intercepted. Ashton Lane on the takeaway. Here's Sturgill. Inside, Braylon Sturgill banks it in.
Good finish there by Sturgill through the contact. He's got 3 now.
And a foul along the far sideline. Going to be Braylon Sturgill. As Daquan Woods returns for the Trojans and for Fernando Poaches. Right side, long three. Malachi Loper misses badly. Rebound for Ashton Lane. Lane inside through contact, rolls it in.
Good finish inside for Ashton Lane. 12 points now for the sophomore. Yeah, Coach Barnes trying to tell him to get back. So just what it looks like there is it's just what Ironton does by default. So you got to make sure you're hammering that home to the kids. Eventually they're going to know to get back.
Daquan Woods reverse layup off the bottom of the backboard. Last touch by Ironton. As Bryson Mullins, Braden Baker, and Caden Edwards check in for the Fighting Tigers. John, Caden Edwards, the 24th ranked quarterback in the current sophomore class in the United States. 6 Division I offers for the sophomore with Bowling Green, Kentucky, West Virginia, Massachusetts, Appalachian State, and Toledo.
Not bad. I think we may see him in the fall for Ironton after you graduate an outstanding quarterback in Braden Schreck.
Daquan Woods in transition, taken away by Freeman. On the run out, Braylon Sturgill off the glass and in.
5 now for Sturgill. Good job, look ahead pass there by Carson Freeman after the steal.
And John, for Edwards, despite having to wait his turn at the signal caller position, 8 total touchdowns this past fall. Nice up and under move by Daquan Woods.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and that's part of the reason why you keep guys there that, some schools, kids got to wait their turn, they might take off. Not at Ironton because they find ways to use them. So that's one of the reasons why they have so much success on the gridiron.
Braylon Sturgill tripped up on his way down the lane. Caleb Johnson picking up the 3rd team foul of the quarter. As Fernando Poches returns for the Trojans. And our first look at the sophomore Tyson Kraft here tonight.
And that's going to be the 5th foul for Caleb Johnson. 12 points, 8 rebounds for Caleb Johnson. Good effort from the junior.
Edwards, a bounce pass to Mullins, who drops it in.
Nice touch there for the sophomore Mullins and an assist for Caden Edwards. Already good find inside by the future QB1.
Malone fading away, misses off the front iron, but a rebound and put back for Tyson Kraft.
Good work by Tyson Kraft, just sticking with it there. Gets his first 2 points of the night.
Sturgill going the other way, misses off the backboard, rebound Loper. Pass ahead to Kraft, rejected by Bryson Mullins. So 1:11 to go here in the 4th quarter, 69-42 Ironton. So Poach is calling for the isolation.
Got hammered in the head.
Down the lane, Kraft lost the basketball. Mullins with the steal, bounce pass across the lane. Braden Baker can't get it to go off the backboard. Rebound, Poaches. Lob ahead, Malone crosses over, wide open layup off the glass.
Really nice move in transition there by Malone.
So that'll just about wrap it up. As Braylon Sturgill seemingly looking like he was going to dribble it out. As Freeman takes it from the lane and out to the volleyball line.
Hey, if we stick with this, it'll be consistent on the 11 points a quarter for the Trojans.
So Carson Freeman going to dribble it out. Ironton now 6-4 on the season. Portsmouth falling to 6-8. 69-44 the final. We'll take a break. You've been watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority. presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
We welcome you back to the Trojan Arena. Off the top of my head, I do not remember the
69-44.
score. 69-44. The final here tonight, of course, as always, our scoreboard runs off of the scoreboard at the stadium, so once they turn off the scoreboard.
I'm guessing the 16, 17 minutes is like the get out clock.
Yeah, that's probably about how much time we have to get out of here. So we'll make the post-game quick as Ironton moves to 6-4 and 5-1. Their only loss in the league, John, has been, I believe, to Fairland up to this point. They still haven't played Chesapeake. That'll be an interesting matchup as I think Ironton has been a sneaky team in the OVC this year. We mentioned how tough their schedule has been thus far. Portsmouth going to drop to 6-8.
Yeah, you get a slow start to your season because of reaching week 16 in football. I think Coach Barnes will be okay with that any time because success breeds success. And I think for Ironton, you're going to see more success throughout this season because this is a really talented team. It's a deep team, and I think they do a lot of things well that some other schools will be pretty jealous of for what they do effort-wise, on the defensive end, and then also offensively. So just real quick, they win each quarter. Portsmouth is held to 11 points in all 4 quarters, which is where you get to the 44. 21-11, 38-22, 56-33, and then the final is 69-44. So a good night for Ironton. They were led by Braden Schreck with 26 points. 13 points off the bench for Tyler Roach, 12 points for Ashton Lane, 7 points for Markel Cotton, 5 points for Braylon Sturgill, 4 points for Bryce Markins, 2 points for Bryson Mullins. No points for Judah Barnes, but I thought he gave some really good minutes for the Fighting Tigers at the point guard spot to start the game. For Portsmouth, no points for Connie Thomas, but dealt with an injury, really tried to grit through it, and then ultimately just wasn't really able to. And by the time that I think they decided that it was pretty much going to be the game anyway. So they were led by Malachi Loper with 13 points, 12 points, 8 rebounds for Caleb Johnson, 10 points for Daquan Woods, 5 points for Jaden Brewer, 2 points for Landon Malone and Tyson Kraft. As we said many times during the game, it just felt like Portsmouth's effort was there. Just ultimately too many turnovers, too many missed shots, and then just too much Ironton as well. So nice to see a couple new teams, and I think we're going to see a lot more wins than losses for both of these sides throughout the season, especially if Portsmouth can get healthy. As we mentioned, they had a couple guys out due to injuries, what it looked like, and then you have your guards get a little banged up in this one as well. So hopefully they can get healthy going into this weekend.
Ironton back in action at home tomorrow night against Owen Johnson in the Cold Grove Hornets.
It just gets easier. You get the guy who scored 43 in a game so far, in a losing effort once this year.
And for Portsmouth, their next game comes this Friday at Ironton. So they'll play Ironton in back-to-back contests, as this night was a reschedule of a couple weeks ago when we got all the snow. I would assume it was a lot worse down here than in the more central Ohio that we're a little closer.
It sounded like there's more ice down here than the snow, and it's just not a great mix. So, yeah, just glad we got down here. Always get a good setup down here. I think we'll be back down here a couple weeks for a girls matchup. So, get to see that team that's got to hang a banner last year to go with all the boys banners. I know we're kind of getting off topic. There's probably 5 people watching at this point. I counted the district titles. It's 37 district titles for Portsmouth. So why wouldn't you hang the banner? 37 district titles. You have 14 regional titles, 4 state championships. I love being down here because of the history you get to see. And I think with Coach Smith, I think this program will be on the come up a lot quicker than some may think.
All righty, well, that'll wrap it up for tonight's coverage of Southern Ohio athletics. For Kenneth Hay and John Bruce, I am Dewey Daly saying so long from the Trojan Coliseum. You've been watching Ohio High School Boys Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.